There are portions we save, but between the water damage and the fire damage and smoke damage, it probably will be a loss.
It is not underlined a given that we'll be able to reuse the original foundation. I get these contractors to come out and look at it. Oh, it'll be better to knock it down. Just build a new house. Had a structural engineer come out, look at the house. He kind of said it looked okay. Kind of said, you know, some things need to be fixed. You know, maybe it's more cost effective to knock it down, but we talked to another guy, and this guy sends an email that's like War and Peace, raving about how the house needs to be knocked down, and he's so busy, and he needs to be out here for a whole day before he can even give an assessment on it, and it's $15,000, and it's like, dude, you haven't even seen it. You're sending an email to say knock the thing down, and you've not even been out to take a look. Like, not even put your eyeballs on it for 5 seconds. Oh my word, I got a call yesterday from these guys who are like, Mike, you just need to knock this thing down. You're gonna spend more money restoring it and dealing with a bunch of problems you don't even know are gonna come up than if you just knock it down and build a whole new house. We've got someone else coming out in a few days, and I'm hoping we can get a slightly better report. This is not going well for me right now. I'm wondering if I just spent a whole lot of money on a whole lot of nothing. I'm in the master bedroom suite trying to figure out, do I want to move the bedroom over here? Do I want to keep the bedroom over here? Where do I want to shuffle the bathroom up? The kind of layout they had wasn't ideal. And then here in this front section, I think I'm going to keep my study or my office or whatever we want to call it now. Right now I'm in the open air, but this is where we had walls coming out here, roof obviously over the top. So you can see they've done some work on the flooring. And then obviously I got the new flooring upstairs as they move along. So this is going to be kind of like windows, really pretty, lots of natural light, great views out front, and no direct sunlight. So I think it'll make a great office to work out of when I'm at the house, although I have a studio downstairs, so I don't really know whether I need an office upstairs. Decisions is hard, people. It's hard trying to figure this stuff out, and I gotta live with it, so I want to get it right. So we're out here working, and literally a sheriff starts walking up the driveway saying someone's called 911. Is everybody okay? I don't see anybody calling 911. I don't even know what to say.
Carlos, ¿alguien se llamó 911? ¿Quién llamó 911? ¿No marcó con accidente? Everybody's alive.
Yeah, we just coming out just to make sure everybody's okay.
Let's double check. No, but everybody.
Could it be one of these other guys on a different job?
No, it was pinging right here.
Yeah, it's like somebody. She said somebody could like butt call 911.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah.
But we're just making sure everybody's all right.
No, everybody's okay.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. Literally like 2 hours later, along comes an inspector saying that we're, working when we shouldn't be and we haven't got a permit and whatever else. And thankfully, my contractor was here and was like, hey, you know what? Like, we do have a permit. Like, here's when we filed it. It was approved, blah, blah, blah. We've had some crazy days, okay? This has not been a plain sailing week or even half week for Mr. Michael here and Troy. I feel like the week's just getting started.
I just got off the phone.
He has it there. He has it in front of him. Just sign it off.
Ain't nothing in the computer.
We have it on the computer, and like Stacy sent it in.
I just looked at it.
Yeah, Mark said it's on his desk. He just has to sign off on it. He knows what we're doing. I talked to Mark the other day and so it's in the system. I promise.
Okay. It's just funny, wasn't it?
I won't give you a hard time, you know that.
I ain't worried about hard time.
Okay, thank you.
Dude, it's so much fun watching these guys work, okay? For me, it's like I need to climb up there, and where's my ladders? Well, I need to go get some scaffolding. These guys, I need to get up there. Well, there's nothing around us. Let's just build a ladder straight up in the air. Like, for real, straight up. They just plunk a couple bits of wood down and just start going up. And then, well, here's a support and here's a support, and we'll just like nail gun it into the floor. And this ladder just keeps getting taller and taller and taller. And then it gets to the top, and no word of a lie, we're talking like, it's got to be 25 feet. I mean, seriously, maybe 27, something like that. Then they just like put a couple planks across and build another one so they can walk up there because they're going to frame the peak of the gable and they need somebody to stand on that high, and it's like, dude, that looks really high up. And between me and you, don't be telling Linda, but I may have gone on the second floor of the house and had a little look and climbed a little bit on one of those ladders just to see how high it was. And I am telling you, it looks pretty bad from the ground level, but when you get up there and you see down how far that is, it is seriously scary. I am not standing on those platforms at all. I'm not even goofing off and trying it. Troy's not trying it. Okay, we're just not doing it. A hard hat's not gonna save me on this one. Troy's not trying it. Okay, we're just not doing it. A hard hat's not gonna save me on this one. It is ridiculously high. This is what boys get up to on a Sunday night. Troy wants to climb. Dude, I'm telling you, you get halfway up and it's way higher than it looks. Don't be falling. Moms will tell me off.
It's shaky too.
Isn't it? It's high up, right? Hey, you know what? If you're enjoying the videos, do me a favor. It would help the channel and it would help us as a family. If you would like it, maybe even comment and join in the conversation if you want, but really just subscribe and share these videos on your social with other people who might be interested. The more we can kind of grow the channel, the more it helps us, and that would be phenomenal as you are joining us on the journey and helping us kind of keep moving forward. So thank you in advance for being amazing. Obviously, moving from a state to another state, I can't keep my license plates, can't keep my driver's license, got to go change all that stuff out. I'm sorry, Texas. It's that time. We're breaking up. I've got blue plates. I've got Tennessee plates. I've got to lose my Texas plate, which wouldn't be a problem, except I just got it and I just paid for like 5 years for a special plate. Because look, if you know me at all and you've ever heard me talk or got an email from me or anything, this phrase might mean something to you. Be amazing, baby. I couldn't transfer it. Like, I just have to waste it and then reapply and repay to get it in Tennessee. The end of another week, and I'm just walking over to the house here in the morning as I do to see what's going on. And look at this. Like, what happened? I guess something fell and managed to literally land on the middle of the gap between the windows, not break the windows in any way, and take out a chunk of bricks. So, score. Oh, Troy, where's the roof and the column? We asked them not to move it. You know, we try and come out early every morning. It's hard to just be here all the time filming, and we've come out, it's like 9 o'clock. My column's gone. We literally were planning on trying to find a way to keep that and reuse it. So now I'm trying to find out where it is, but I guess, I don't know if it fell over, I don't know what happened. I don't know, but. Oh yeah, they smashed it all up. I guess it's not solid redwood after all. Why is my tarp in the trash? There she is. Just hollowed out. So they're not solid wood. Like, so there's no way that's $30,000. Hey buddy, I don't think we're moving the columns. I don't think we're moving the columns.
No?
When I was talking to James yesterday, we were going to keep them.
Oh yeah. Take it out.
Yeah, I don't think we're taking them out. Maybe just check. We need to stay here for this, because they're obviously going to get this off. So the day finally gets here, okay? The engineer's coming today. I'm excited, but I'm nervous. I still don't really know what to expect. I'm still convinced, like, the damage isn't as bad as it looked. The house was a mess when we got it, but a lot of the mess was the wet drywall, the wet insulation, the collapsed ceilings, like things that just made it look a whole lot worse than it really was, and it wasn't getting the chance to breathe and dry out. And so, other than me, my contractor is pretty much the only other person who was thinking, we probably can save this and rebuild from what we've got. You know, obviously we have to change some stuff out, but for the most part, we've got some good bones. I've had a couple sleepless nights about this, folks. Like, it's a whole lot of money we've got on the line. So anyway, this is the day. The engineer's coming. I'm excited for him to show up and arrive and hear what he's got to say.
You haven't torn it down yet. Sorry? You haven't torn it down yet. No, I haven't. No, I'm trying to. So Marshall, so I said, you know, when they said you're coming, I was like, oh no, flitch plates. That's all I can think of. We're going to flitch plate everything.
Right?
Yeah, I'm glad. I drove by there just to see.
So as we're walking around with the engineer, you know, we're looking at studs, we're looking at I-beams, we're looking at joists, we're looking at rafters. Obviously, everything that's burned's got to go. Interestingly, he told me, not everything that's burned does have to go. They have ways of testing the wood so that even if it's burned and charred, apparently it doesn't necessarily lose a lot of strength. And I kind of believe him because there's still a bunch of stuff like standing up, even though a lot of the wood was burned. So that was really interesting and something I never knew. So I don't know how we test it and what the test involves, but I'm guessing that there may be one or two pieces at the end of this that do have a little bit of charring on them that we're going to keep. And so I'm kind of excited to see what we can learn together here as you're watching and figure out how we make sure it's strong enough. But anyway, he looked at everything. We went into the basement. You know, we saw one of our big, you know, mega beams. It's got a little bit of a sag in it, so that was going to have to get replaced. We're going to have to replace a lot of the floor joists. Not sure exactly how many yet. We still want to get the house dry. And this is what I like about this engineer. Rather than jump into conclusions, he was willing to work with us and say, okay, look, you know what? Yeah, let's get the roof on. Let's get it covered. Let's dry it out. We've got good airflow. The windows are out, you know, but let's dry it out. Let's suck out as much moisture as possible. And then let's look at the wood and actually test it. And they do pressure tests and see whether it's soft when they press on it with certain instruments and things. And they can tell you how much moisture the wood's taken in. Is it going to be okay? Is it not? Third time's the charm. Oh, yeah. Mr. Marshall, my structural engineer guy, says a lot of work, but it can be done. We are going to rebuild this bad boy. Don't care what the other folks say. Spend a little bit of money on wood by the sounds of things. A whole lot of floor is going to get replaced, a whole lot of I-beams and a whole lot of everything else. But we're going to rebuild it.